Good morning, guys. So, if you woke up and your legs are super duper sore, I'm just going to take you through a short little stretching routine that you can do for your legs, or you can opt to do the MoFlow. It's up to you, but this one is specifically just to flush out your legs a little bit. Okay, so you could always do both. I mean, I'm a big fan of both. Okay, so let's start in a butterfly position. Okay, so I'm right here in my butterfly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my knee to my foot. Okay, so I'm gonna just reverse. I'm gonna start here and then I'm gonna be here. So my knee is on the floor, my foot is on the floor. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do it on the other side. So bring my knee to my foot. Good, so we're just gonna get 10 of those on each side. Good. So we just wanna warm up the hip a little bit before we really start stretching out the muscles that are around it. So just breathe. This is not meant to be like an intense workout. This is just stretching, okay? I know you're hearing popping. My hips are popping too. It's okay. We're going to get 3 more of each. Good job. Now we're just going to lift our knees up like this. So I just want you to push, just open it up a little bit. Good, close it. We're only going to do 3 like this. Push, close, 2. 1 more. Push, and 3. Now I want you to put your hands on your ankles, okay? What we're gonna do is we're going to lift up one leg at a time. So stretch out the hamstring. So you're just gonna reach, nice extension here, pull as close as you can. The goal is to keep your leg straight. So if your knee is bent, just come down a little bit lower, okay? That's okay, just pull as high as you can. And then let's put it down. And we reach with the other one, pull, and put it down. We're gonna do 3 on each side here. Good. 2, 1, 1. Good. Now put your feet together. You're going to just straighten the legs out just like this. Okay. I want you to reach up. You're going to open up your spine. So reach, 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 wiggle, 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 and reach up and fold over. You want to grab your toes. Okay. And you know by now that I like to always do this one twice because you always reach further the second time. Don't know why, but you do. Okay. Ready? So open it up again. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Reach up and over. There you go. Just hold that. Okay, now we're going to try something that's like a little bit tricky. So you might be intimidated. If you don't want to try it, it's okay. Okay, you can just either skip this part or find a modification for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one leg and I'm just going to fold it back. Okay, so now I'm sitting, one leg is here and one leg is back here. And I'm just going to gently try to bring my body back. And if I can get onto my elbows, that's my goal. Okay, I'm going to turn here so you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm just kind of chilling on my elbows here, stretching out the quad super deep because it has no choice but to extend here. Okay, so I'm just going to rest for a second. Good job. Now I'm going to come back up, switch. Okay, I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so I'm folding back here and I'm just going to gently come back. Now I'm on my elbows. And rest. Good job. I'm going to have you come back up. We're going to come up into our squat position. So put both feet on the floor. Okay, and I want you to just pop up here. So you're in a low squat, as narrow as you can be with your heels on the ground. So some of you, it's going to look more like this because that's what it takes to get your heels on the ground. But the more you could come in, the better. I can only come about here because if I'm here, then I can't get my both heels down at the same time. So I'm going to just come about here. Okay, I'm just going to rest my arms right above my knees here, and I'm just going to rock to the side and to the other side. Okay, so I'm like pushing gently against my knee. So I'm really opening up those hips, stretching out the inner thighs, a little bit calves. Actually, I'm working my ankle flexion right now as well. Okay, so we're just rocking side to side. Let's get about 5 more. 4, just because it feels good. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So put your hands on the floor here. You're just going to lift your butt straight up. Okay, so now I'm here. Okay, and I'm going to roll my body all the way up. Okay, so I'm going to do a hamstring stretch one at a time. So I'm coming into a split stance here, and then I'm just going to fold my body all the way over my front leg, and I'm going to try to get my hands nice and flat on the floor. The goal is to try to get your nose to your knee as best as you can. Okay, we're here. Now roll up. Let's do it again. Over. We'll do 3 on each side. Okay, hands flat, nose to your knee. Good job. Roll up. Let's get one more. Down, 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 down. And roll up. Good job. So now let's just switch our stance here. So now my right foot is in front. Okay, I'm going to roll over. Okay, try to get my hands flat. This side is much tighter for me. Good job. Up we go. Let's do a second one. Roll up. And a third. And roll. Woo! All right. Now we're going to do an active quad stretch, okay? So what I'm going to do is, traditional quad stretch, when we do them, you just grab your back, grab one foot, okay? So what you want to do is bend this leg and spread your toes out. That's going to give you the balance that you need, okay? What I'm going to do here is put this arm straight out just so I can balance myself even better, okay? And I'm just going to pull my leg up, which is naturally going to make my body lean forward. Okay, so this hand is here for balance. This knee is nice and soft. That way I am not rocking all over the place. Okay, and then I'm just going to come in. Now I'm here and extend again. We'll do 3. Whoop, and in. That's okay. And in. Good job. Let's switch sides now. So now I'm going to grab my other foot. Okay, spread your toes, nice soft knee, arm is out. I know that it's a lot to think about. Just do the best you can. These are just meant to feel good, okay? Good, and stand up. Let's do number 2. And in. One more. And up. Good job. We're going to go into some shifting Cossack squats. This is easily one of my favorite stretches now. So I've been trying to get them in every day. Okay. What you want to do is come nice and wide here. Okay. And you just want to shift all your weight over to one side. So, excuse me, on this stretch you're working on, this heel should be on the floor. If you're doing this, you're not getting as effective as a stretch as I want you to get. So just push your heel down. If you're only getting down about this far, that's okay. Okay. You'll work into it. You're just going to start right here. And I like to just deepen the stretch by sitting down. Okay. And then fold your knee in, lift it up, and back up. Okay, so see how much deeper I am now the second time since I came out of the stretch. Okay, now let's sit down. Drop your knee, lift it, and up again. We're going to do one more like this on the side. Right down, drop your knee, lift the knee, okay, and stand up. Now we're just going to shift all the way over to the other side. Okay, so now I am here. Okay, so I'm just going to sit myself back. Fold the knee and up. So you're nice and deep here, almost to the ground, okay? Now sit, knee, and up. One more. Sit, knee, and up, okay? So now we're just gonna shift side to side. So ideally, You're gonna not have your hands on the floor, but if you have to, it's okay. I just don't want you to be like rounding your back like this. So if you are on the floor, I want you to kind of look a little bit more like this. Okay, so I'm gonna shift from one side and then I'm gonna shift to the other. We're gonna get 5 on each because I really like these. 1. Good job. Go ahead and lay yourself down on your back now. What we're going to do here, first bring your knees into your chest. Okay, I'm going to have you straighten your legs out right here. So switch your hands so they're on the back of your knees right here, okay? You're going to extend the legs here, and then you're going to fold them in. So for me, I want to push myself a little bit more. So the further you are up your leg, like closer to your feet, the harder this stretch sequence is going to be. Okay, so if you can reach your feet right now, that's ideal. Okay, you want to try to bring your knees, if you can get your knees onto the floor, that's amazing. I obviously cannot. Okay, so I'm going to be here, and then I'm just going to extend my legs nice and straight. Good. Now bend your knees and straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Let's get 2 more like that. Bend your knees and straighten those legs. 1 more. And stretch. Good job. So let your body kind of just roll down 1 vertebrae at a time here. What we're going to do is cross the hips over each other. So you want to grab your knee, okay? And I'm going to twist to the side and just let a big stretch happen. Let me just bring this down so you can see my whole body. Okay, so I'm starting here. I'm going to grab this knee. I'm coming over. I'm twisting over. Now this arm is just going to reach out here. So I'm stretching out my whole lower back. If you did your single leg squats with me yesterday, this is going to feel really good. Okay, so just chill for a sec. Good, now let's switch. Let's grab the other knee. And we're going to drop our hips to the other side. So try to get that knee way down. Now reach out with your opposite arm. Just relax into the stretch a minute. It might take us 3 times on each side before we really get that click that we want. Okay, so let's go other side. It still probably feels like very tight, like it wants to click. We'll get it. We're not quite there yet. Good, let's switch. Grab your knee. One more each side, okay? Grab your knee here. And other side. Feels like you could take a nap here, right? So good. All right, I'm going to let you roll into the child's pose now. So we're going to just come up this way. And this is the last one we're going to do. We're going to just do 10 reps of this here. Okay, so I'm going to push into child's pose. So my butt is pushed back onto my heels right here. And I'm going to reach as far forward with my hands as I can. So now I'm here. And I'm going to push into the cobra pose. So now I am here. Okay, and push up. It's going to feel really tight in your lower back. That's because we're not really used to bending like this yet, but we'll get there. From this position, if you can, roll your shoulders back and push down with your shoulder blades. Good. And just breathe for a sec. We're going to go into child's pose. And cobra. Child's pose. Cobra. Child's pose. Cobra. Let's get like 3 more because I wasn't counting. Child's pose. Go, 1 more. And then you could just kind of hang out in the child's pose as long as it feels comfortable for you. Okay, so I'm just going to show you while you're hanging out here and just like relaxing for a second, the different foot styles that we're having. So I'll tell you different ways that you are supposed to be putting your feet. And the reason I'm so conscious of this is because my wrists and my ankles are my weak links. Okay, so I'm very aware that my ankles are not flexible. Okay, so this flat foot pose is really good for stretching out the front of your ankle. Okay, this, if we're here, we're stretching out the back. Okay, and then when we do this, when we're in the frog pose, and I tell you to put your ankles out this way, and I'm pushing down hard. Some of you can do this easily. I cannot. This is like a real serious struggle for me. Okay, we're working the lateral ankles. So if you happen to be a runner, your lateral ankles are the ones that are probably going to need the work. We're always doing front, back, front, back, front, back. And once in a while, you have to make some kind of agility side to side movement. And that's where the sprained ankles come in. That's where the injuries come in. I'm very aware of that because it happens to me all the time. Okay. So you want to just relax and feel this stretch. Okay. So it's the most comfortable for me to have my feet back like this. Okay. So right here, it's just about what's comfortable. Just want you to rest and put your arms straight ahead of you. And just breathe. Good job. So hopefully that will help ease a little bit of your leg soreness. If your legs are not sore yet, and you did train legs with me yesterday, you probably have a doozy coming. Okay, so something that happens is called DOMS. It's delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay, it's DOMS. So what DOMS is, and it happens usually with leg day because it's like your largest muscle groups. So the next day so like today, right? We trained legs yesterday. So today we wake up and you're like, look at this. My legs are fine. I'm not sore. This is great. And you're going about your business, whatever. The next day you wake up and you're like, can I get a wheelchair in here or what? Because I don't even think I can get out of bed. That's what DOMS is. So that means that you did some serious muscle tearing. That was what my post was about yesterday. If you broke down, so here's how it works. Sorry, this is my like stream of consciousness. It's just how my brain works. Okay. So in the gym or when you're working out, what you do is you tear down your muscles, then you eat and you sleep. Okay. Those are also equally important to training because when you eat, you're replacing the nutrients, namely protein, that is going to help repair that muscle tissue. When you sleep, that's when your body can do the work of repairing your muscle tissue. So you're breaking down. That's the work part. But then the muscle building comes when you're sleeping. Okay. So when you're tearing down your muscles, we trashed them yesterday. Okay. We had to eat and then we had to get a good night's sleep. So a lot of us have problems sleeping. I'm making this video at 2:00 in the morning. So I'm a little guilty. I get it. Okay. But sleep is so important and we need to do that to recover. If you're not sleeping well, first, you're going to work on that. Second of all, you need to make sure that you're eating right. Okay. I personally like to have some carbs and protein like immediately post workout. Not necessarily fat at that time, which you know me, that's a whole another story for another day, but I am a fat junkie. I'm like always going to tell you to eat fat because it is literally so good for you, especially as women. Okay. So good, but I'll talk about that whole thing another day. So fuel your muscles right after you work out. I usually do a shake because I generally am not hungry immediately after a workout, but I know that my body needs that fuel and quick. You have about a 30-minute window to get some nutrients into your body before you start going into something that's called catabolism, which is just like breaking down, which triggers a stress response, which increases your cortisol, which there you go, either belly fat or binge eating. Okay. So it is so important. Do your nutrition. If you need help with nutrition, text me, email me. Probably don't call because I generally don't answer my phone, but there are many ways you can get in touch with me. So take one of those avenues. I am happy to help anybody that wants help, but I just want you to get your results. So make sure you do that work and have a great day. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I know you're on your gallon a day, so I know that's not the problem. And I hope you have a great day. Post your sweaty selfies in the comments. I would love to see them. Have a great day. Bye bye.